Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Stellar Toad, and today I'm going to be talking about the 10-pointed star and how it works, basically the mathematical reasons that it invokes certain vibrations, and how you can use it spiritually, like you can do stuff. So, yeah. First, we're going to start with the type of 10-pointed star I'm talking about. There are a couple of types. Okay, so you can use the unicursal 10-pointed star, which is you can draw it all in one line, and then you have the 10-pointed star that's made by a 5-pointed star and an upside down 5-pointed star. Okay. Now, I figured out the 5-pointed star first, and in doing that, when I combine the two, it changes the meaning, and it fractalates basically. But anyway, yeah. So I'm actually going to be covering the 5-pointed star and the 10-pointed star in this video. So, the 5-pointed star. Well, you see, the 5-pointed star has a bunch of 70, within the pentagon in the middle, it has a bunch of 72-degree angles, okay? And, 72 times 5 equals 360, of course. If you have a full 360 in the center, that's like a full circle, okay? And the points of the star, the 5-pointed star, equal 180, okay? So that's half of 360. So the points only fulfill part of the center. So then you would have to add 5 more points to fulfill the rest of it, but then you see there's a whole another pentagon in the center, so it fractalates between upside down and right side up stars, okay? So this brings me to the 10-pointed star. Well, actually, let me tell you why the 5-pointed star, what that means and how it can be used in spirituality. So, the 5-pointed star, because it only fulfills half of the entirety or the maximum of the set of data in the angles, also each point only fulfills half of each angle within the pentagon in the middle. So each point of the star only equals half of each point in the pentagon. So it only fulfills half of the maximum, basically. No matter what you consider the maximum to be, whether you consider it to be the largest angle or the largest sum of angles within a given set. Okay, so it only fulfills half. So in my research of the 5-pointed star, I've determined that I'm pretty sure the 5-pointed star is used as a symbol of caramel. Not caramel. It has nothing to do with candy. I'm talking about karma. Yeah, so the 5-pointed star is a symbol of karma. You can use a right side up 5-pointed star as a symbol of as the desirable swing of the pendulum, because the karma is basically the swing of the right equals the swing to the left of a pendulum, right? So the 5-pointed star, the right side up version of it, is a symbol of the desirable side of the pendulum. It's the desirable vibration, the desirable outcome, and the desirable swing of the pendulum, okay? The upside down 5-pointed star is a symbol of the negative swing of the pendulum. It's because it's pointing down, okay? So the one pointing up, okay, well, let me tell you something. There's no difference between the right and the left. They just are. They're not evil and good. They just are. There's no such thing as evil and good. It's just something that is. It's two opposites. It's the principle of polarity. Okay, so the reason that the right side up version would represent all things desirable and good in the human mind is because we associate things that point upward to be good, and there's no point on the star that points directly down. You have two that point side down and side up, and one that goes straight up on the five-pointed star. So anything that points up in our minds is just symbolic of things that are desirable. So it is sacred geometry, but in this case, it's universally symbolic for good things. It's a upside right five-pointed star. Okay, and then you have the upside down five-pointed star, which is, of course, pointing down, so it would be symbolic of things that are not necessary. Is that a cat? What is this thing? It's my slippers. Anyway, so yeah, that's the five-pointed star. When you combine the two, because the points only fulfill half of the maximum of the pentagon in the middle, what's happening is the shape is fractalating in on itself repeatedly between the two pendulums. So you can use this, you can use the 10-pointed star as a symbol that basically will allow you to not be swayed by the pendulum so much and to put yourself in a better pendulum swing. Such as, well, I actually made a video on how to use transmutation mentally. And the thumbnail for the video was mental transmutation, so you can go check that out. I advise you to just go watch that really quick if you're interested in this. You can use the 10-pointed star basically for mental transmutation, which is changing your mental pendulum swing. So, yeah, that's what the 10-pointed star is. It's basically ascension of karma, or using laws against laws to make the karma more desirable. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Stellar Toad. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Peace. Now, this isn't the end of the video, but you got your information from that little bit that is back toward that end of the, you know, the timestamp. So yeah, I'm going to be talking more. So there are various ways that you can use this besides just the ascension of karma or the mastery of karma. You can use the 10-pointed star. Hang on. Before I even say any more about the 10-pointed star, let me just say that the 5-pointed star is not an evil symbol, okay? It's not an evil symbol like it has been portrayed to be. For various cultural reasons, it's been portrayed to be evil, and not all of them, actually. Very few of them are good reasons, but if you are a Christian and you're on my channel, then good. I think that's, good. I like that. Anyway, so, words are hard. But yeah, early Christians actually used the 5-pointed star to represent the 5 wounds of Jesus. So it wasn't made an evil symbol until later in the United States, and it might have been made to look evil in England. I don't know, but it wasn't until later that it was a bad thing. So now I'm going to talk about the 5-pointed star with a circle around it, which is called the pentacle. Okay. That is also, okay, this is the thing. Because that symbol is used in high magic or ritual magic, and there is a part in the Bible which seemingly says magic is evil, you don't do it, okay? Then, yeah, of course, Christians are going to say, well, the wizards use that, so it's evil. And that makes sense. That's logical. That's just logical thought. But, it was used by the Christians for a very long time, before Constantine, because he did mess the Bible up. But anyway, yeah. So the 5-pointed star with a circle around it, which is called a pentacle, is not an evil symbol. Now the 10-pointed star with a circle around it is, well, it can be, well, you can definitely use it. You can use it to put yourself in a better pendulum swing between two states of mind that you would like to switch between. but it can also leave you stuck in a certain pendulum swing. So a 10-pointed star with a circle around it is not something you just stick up on your wall, because it will make it very hard for you to use transmutation mentally, okay? It'll make it very difficult. And the reason for this is because of the sacred geometry of a circle, which I will cover in this video. I guess I'm covering multiple shapes in this video. Anyway, a circle is very simple. It's pi, okay? That's how simple it is. Easy as pi. So pi is 3.14, and then it just repeats, it just keeps going to infinity, okay? So, yeah. Since the circle just keeps going to infinity, and it never stops, and it never repeats, the circle is like basically a code for infinity. It's basically a code for a never-ending cycle. And I'm not just saying that because it goes around and around and around. I'm saying that because it's 3.14. It never stops. The number never stops or repeats. So, yeah. And so, anyway, what I was saying is a 10-pointed star with a circle around it, because you're putting this symbol of the pendulum swing going up and down, or left and right, the pendulum swing, and you're putting that in a symbol that means infinity, you're basically locking in whatever you're using the symbol for. So if you were to be in a really bad pendulum, if you were to be in a pendulum between sadness and anger, where you're just going like that with the pendulum, to where I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm angry. Well, that wouldn't be good. If you were to hang a 10-pointed star on your wall when you were in that vibration, that would be terrible, because it would make it difficult as heck to get out of that vibration. But if you use it when you're meditating, if you make yourself a 10-pointed star, okay, I'm gonna have to cover that in this video too, I guess. How to make yourself symbol tools. But they're also called sigils, but they're not really sigils because they're not made out of letters. But anyway, whatever. So if you're gonna use that when you're meditating to use transmutation mentally to change your mental vibration, then that is definitely a good thing. So, yeah, because it will lock that new better transmutation, that new better vibration in with the circle. So now I have to cover exactly what kind of 10-pointed star in a circle you would be using to do that. So basically, you can't just pull up a picture on your tablet, because how light works is that there's light coming out of your tablet screen, and there's no difference in the energies of the lights, okay? Except for a slight difference in their colors, okay? So black and white, that's a slight difference, because that's a very small portion of the color spectrum. So it's not best to do that. If you're going to use sacred geometry, it's best to use paper and a pencil. And I'll tell you the reason. You can literally pray over a pencil. Not just pray over a pencil, but you can imbue it with very specific ethereal energies and very powerful energies, okay? You can take, even if you have a mechanical pencil or a pen, you can take the lead and you can imbue it with ridiculous amounts of energy. You can make that stuff glow. Like, you can make it to where with your third eye, you can see it glowing. You can change lead. But on a tablet screen, you have colors, and that's it. You cannot change the vibration of a line that doesn't actually exist, because it's just an imaginary line on your tablet. I mean, you can see it, but it's not really there. Lead is actually there. So if you're gonna use it, go ahead and make it on like some paper. Hang on, like this. So you can go ahead and make it on some paper and change the vibration of the pencil and imbue it with like light and excessive amounts of energy so that there's an energy difference between the paper and the lead. And that way the sacred geometry will actually work instead of being a cool looking symbol. So, yeah. I think that is basically it. Yeah. So, that's how you use the 10-pointed star. That's a lot of information, I feel like. So hopefully you got this far into the video. If not, that's fine. If you just watched that first 6 minutes, I mean, that's cool. So, yeah. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and share, and hit the bell icon, but only if you feel like it. So, see ya.